Hello guys, this is like an extra video because I received a request, a message at my inbox here on YouTube that they were asking about Pasalubong. For those who doesn't know Pasalubong, it is a term for present. But this term usually talks about presents from someone who lives in another country going to Philippines, or OFWs. OFW, it means, those overseas contract workers, when they come back home, they would give presents to their families. Now, first of all, I'm sorry to hear about that, about your friend being abused. I just want to tell everyone that pasalubong is not a mandatory thing. But it's true that many Filipinos are actually making their friends or their, families to actually bring them pasalubong. Let me tell you an example. For example, my aunt in London, she comes home every 2 years. She brings pasalubong, but only for our family. And then, the extended relatives, when they hear she's home in the Philippines, they will come and ask for pasalubong. It's okay if it's only like 1%, 2%, but believe me, there was one time it was one whole jeepney. Think about how many children they brought. They expected like 200 pesos for each children, 500 pesos for adults, and 1,000 pesos for aunties, like my auntie's aunts, means like my grandmother. So ever since she really got annoyed with that, she started hiding. So whenever she's home in the Philippines, because my grandmother's a little bit emotional, like she's gonna say, oh, you don't want to see my relatives, blah, 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 like that. So my aunt made her understand that I want my presents for my family, not for anyone else. I'd rather give the money to my family than to other people. Now that is an example, and wait, there's more. Not only the relatives, but even friends. During Christmas, if they know my aunt is there, they would swarm in our house. That's why what happens is my aunt usually goes to travel somewhere. Now guys, pasalubong is not mandatory. Remember that. If a girl asks you to give me pasalubong when you come back, it's up to you if you want. Now, if you don't want, it's also okay. It's not your obligation. Because they think that person from another country has first many money. Second, they are earning a lot. And to be honest with you, whatever you can buy from another country, you can buy it in the Philippines. But there are some instances that they are becoming too abusive, right? According to the story from the guy on my message in my inbox, he said that the Pinoy actually became like a dating agent. So the foreigner, his friend, is like obliged to bring pasalubong for that Pinoy every time he comes home. And I think, yeah, the Pinoy is always, hanging around when he's there. And then they oblige him like to buy a bicycle for the Pinoy's child. Now, I'm really sorry to hear that, but it's just, again, it's not mandatory. So here's what you can do. If they ask for pasalubong from, for example, you're in United States, you can tell them, oh, my baggage allowance doesn't allow that. The airlines doesn't allow that. Most of them haven't been to other countries, so they have no idea. And then, if they would tell you like, can you buy me this as a pasalubong for my child? You can say that your credit card limit, something like, you can say that you don't have it financially. Or if in that situation they will ask for like a pasalubong when you're in the country, here's what you can do. You can go to SM, you buy chocolates. Look, it's cheaper for you to buy chocolates in SM, especially during their sale. Usually I get, I don't know when, but Lindt and Ritter Sport are my favorite chocolates. So there's a season in SM where you can buy them, like buy one take one, but you don't have to do that. All you have to do is buy one chocolate, big or small, it doesn't matter. It would only cost you like 400 pesos or 200 pesos. Then you give it to them. You said, hey, this is my pasalubong for you. Don't ask anymore, in a joking way. And if that guy has a girlfriend, a Filipino girlfriend, tell that foreigner to tell his girlfriend to set the limits. Because sometimes foreigners cannot really tell the Filipino, like, hey, that's too much, right? Unless, of course, jokingly. But you can always tell your girlfriend, like, for example, I'm your girlfriend, you're gonna tell me, hey Mira, you know what, I think I gave too much, don't you think so? Look, I came here, I'm also working, and or if you have a business, you can say, my business is, I loaned many money and I'm paying for it, so I cannot really give many things to other people, and I hope you can help me with that to tell them about my situation. And believe me, these people won't stop until you don't set the limits, until you don't tell them what you can give. So my aunt's style is like this. When she gives something, she will tell them, oh, this is your pasalubong, don't ask anymore. But most of the time she will hide, really, like, even though she's at home, she's gonna pretend sleeping, or she's gonna go, because my grandmother's ancestral house is a little bit near to my other aunt's house, so she will go to other aunt's house. Or sometimes she's gonna make me tell the visitors, oh, she's in Cebu, she's in Subic, like that. Now, you don't owe anything, even if they help you find a girl of your dreams or like that. You don't owe them anything. Sometimes, I'm very sorry to say this, even if Filipinos will hear this, it's true. Filipinos would abuse your kindness, and one favor that they did for you, it seems like endless. Don't let that happen to you. Set your limits, always. Really, you know, if I can be a life coach in the Angeles City, seriously, limits is really important. Even foreigners cannot have unlimited money. Even me, I'm here in Japan. And what, you know, I didn't really have a job. And I started writing a book, right? By the time when I wasn't working yet. And I told my family that I don't have money. I told them I'm not working, so don't ask from me. But they are insisting. They're gonna make reasons. Seriously, like, I cut off my father, my sisters, not because I don't want them in my life. I miss them. I want to help them. For God's sake, I do. But I know my limits. And I know that if I give them once, they're gonna ask again and again and again. You see, that's what happened. I told them, hey, I cannot give. Please, don't ask me. When I can give, I'll give you. If I can't give, don't force me. But still, they're gonna make reasons like, I told them, hey, you can rent out the car if you think it's not earning through taxi. Then they suddenly made a reason like, oh, we cannot rent out the car, it's broken, we need 4,000 pesos. Once they talk about money, needs, and like that, that's the sign. So for those, again, for pasalubong, never oblige yourself, okay? If you want to give pasalubong, I'm sure many of you have Costco. Do you know that big chocolate? You know, that bag in Costco, the mixed chocolate? I think 150 pieces, it's only $25. In Japan, it's $25, but maybe in US, $20. You can divide that. When you come to Philippines, bring that, divide it. You know, that's what we do. My aunt does that. She will give a bag of chocolate, then she will tell us, okay, me and my 5 cousins, we're gonna divide that bag of chocolate, like 20 pieces each, and then you yourself, you can put it in a small bag and then give it to them. Again, don't oblige yourself. And always tell them that just tell them that I'm also financially struggling, even though you're not. And tell them that, and your girlfriend, tell her, I came here for you and for you only. If I want, if you please, just help me out with this, okay? So again, pasalubong is when they are asked for presents from another country. And if you cannot give, don't give. If you don't want to give, don't give. It's not your obligation. If they're making it your obligation, tell them that. Tell them many reasons, right? The baggage, the airport, or you can tell them the, Ninoy Aquino Airport took it from you. And if they say, just buy me at SM, then tell them, oh, my credit limit doesn't allow that. And just say bye, right? So again, I'm so sorry for those who were abused with pasalubong. And for those who are to be abused, just please keep in mind it's not your responsibility. Even Filipinos nowadays, they don't do pasalubong that much anymore. And they hide from their own relatives because of that abuse. So, because, after everything, like after they gave everything, and then when those Filipinos lose their jobs in another country, because usually only 2 years contract, right? When they go back to Philippines, they have no job. Those people who ask for pasalubong won't even help them. So, just keep in mind, if Filipinos are doing it, you can do it. Limitations, major reasons, anything. It's not your obligation, even if they gave you your girlfriend. And if your girlfriend really loves you, or if she really wanted to help you, she can help you through telling those people to stop abusing you. Okay? So, I'm so furious. Anyway, my porridge is getting done. I have to eat my breakfast. And for everybody, I guess it's good night. Have a nice day next day. Bye.